Hi everyone, Olivia Fleming here with Insider Travel Report, and I am here with Isaac Lake, the brand leader of LivSmart, which is Hilton's newest concept in extended stay.
So I've been with Hilton for about 13 years, started in a relations role at Hilton and then transitioned to brands. And so my background before LivSmart, I was on the Hilton Garden Inn brand team. I spent about 4 years there, got to do some really fun things like work on the China Accelerator, work on a Caribbean, Latin America, new prototype, ton of fun projects. In 2022, we started talking about this white space that existed underneath Home 2 for extended stay guests, really because of the phenomenal performance of the Home 2 product. We felt that there was an opportunity for us to come in with a newly designed product. And so we started working at that time on LivSmart Studios by Hilton.
And so how does LivSmart fit into the Hilton brand?
So LivSmart is kind of a lower mid-scale product designed, as I mentioned, to sit below Home 2. And Home 2, of course, sits below Homewood. So really giving us three really incredible brands across every price point for the extended stay segment within the Hilton portfolio.
What excites guests the most about extended stay and in particular LivSmart Studios?
So the extended stay segment is incredibly resilient because those consumers continue to travel regardless of what's going on in the industry, the economy, and they love these products, the Homewood Suites, the Home 2 Suites, and the LivSmart Studios products because they afford them all the comforts of home. So you're able to go into a hotel and everything you need to have a longer stay in whatever community that you happen to be in is already there right at your fingertips. And LivSmart Studios is the exact same way. We provide you everything you need so that when you show up, regardless of whether it's for an insurance claim or a long project or anything like that, you've got all the pots and pans, all the dishes you need, you've got comfortable bed, you've got quality shower, all of the things you would expect for your life at home, you have them in a hotel.
Currently, how many LivSmart Studios are there and how many are planned?
So we're sitting in one of the first open hotels in Tullahoma, Tennessee, about an hour and a half outside of Nashville. The second one opened just about 6-7 weeks ago in Kokomo, Indiana. We have another 6 under construction in various regions across the United States, primarily in the Southeast. I have another 130 plus deals that are signed and another 225, we'll call it, in active conversations with developers. So the brand is accelerating, moving very, very quickly.
How are those locations picked?
So we work with our developer community to build the hotels, as you know, and so you'll see these hotels typically come up around big demand drivers, let's call it. So for Tullahoma specifically, there's an Air Force base here, there's a major hospital, there's some major manufacturing coming in, they're building a new cancer center. Those are all demand drivers for LivSmart Studios by Hilton. And you'll see that bear out across all of the locations we've approved and started construction.
And what is the typical guest of someone who's going to come and stay in a LivSmart studio?
So we have obviously appeal to a large variety of travelers. Some of the big buckets are insurance claims, which happen regardless of where you live all across the country, major manufacturing. You'll see us appeal to things like the traveling medical segment, so like travel nurses, travel medical techs, things of that nature. A broad range of travelers. We'll even tap into leisure in some destinations. So it's kind of funny, like when I was a kid, we would go around, I'm the oldest fake kid, and we would we would go around looking for hotels with kitchens. Well, and guess what? Come full circle.
Or going out to eat with kids.
Exactly. So we come full circle and you'll see, families staying in LivSmart because they want access to a kitchen.
Why do you think that Tullahoma was the right market to kind of test LivSmart Studios?
So Tullahoma is a great market for us, again, because of the military base, some infrastructure that's coming in, and it is really proven to be like the best case scenario. The hotel has performed remarkably well. We've got the target consumer is staying at the hotel, and they're staying at the hotel for long periods of time. So think some of the military, some of the travel medical segment that we talked about. And then it's located to a couple local attractions. So in-house, literally today, there's a couple of families from France that are here to visit some of the local attractions. So and they're staying for longer than a week. So it's really working out incredibly well in this market.
What excites guests most about this property in particular?
It's a great question. We've talked to so many of the guests since the hotel opened, and some of the things that excite them are the elevated fitness, the really incredible laundry space, things that other hotels don't have. But there's two things that I think really excite the guests kind of the most. One is our partnership with Made In. There is literally a magnet on the refrigerator with a QR code, and they can scan a QR code, and it gives them easy to create recipes that they can make in a LivSmart kitchen. And no other brand, to my knowledge, has anything like that. And then another thing, if you think you're staying at a hotel for a long period of time, say 30, 60, 90 days or longer, you really start to treat that hotel as your home. And I don't know about you, I don't want strangers coming to my home. And so we've created a concept called the self-cleaning closet, which has a lot of the materials that you would keep in your home to clean your house.
And I have to ask, have you tried any of the recipes that you guys offer?
Oh, of course I have. And I've tried them at home and in the hotels.
What is your favorite one?
My favorite one to cook on property is the one-pot chicken pasta with tomato and spinach.
Sounds amazing. And you guys have everything that a guest would need in order to cook that?
We have literally everything you would need to create that in the guest room, readily available when you walk in.
That's amazing.
And if you have extra, we have storage in the room. So you can put the leftovers in the refrigerator, the full-size refrigerator, and pull it out the next day, pop it in the microwave.
Especially for guests that are new to this area and go out to eat and come back and just want to put their leftovers in the fridge, that's perfect for them. How is the Hilton brand and LivSmart Studios by Hilton responding to the growing demand for extended stay travel?
This segment represents about $300 billion in travel worldwide. And that's the reason this brand was created and the reason that we're growing so rapidly across the country. And if anything, we'd like to get them open faster because the consumer is responding in a very positive way. They love the products. They love where we're located currently, and it just continues to be a growth engine for us.
Give us some numbers on these properties that are going to be opening up.
Sure. We have 2 officially open. We have another 6 under construction. We'll open Columbia, South Carolina next, and then several months later, we'll open Pensacola, and then there's, all of the others will open, summer to fall of next year. We have another 130 plus deals officially signed. And then we have another 225, let's call it, deals currently in active negotiations. So the brand is growing very, very quickly. And we're
very exciting for you guys.
Yeah, we're incredibly proud of success.
How do you work with travel advisors when launching a brand like LivSmart Studios?
As we were creating the brand and concepting and doing all of the work, we also launched a showroom in Nashville where we built out literally the room that you're sitting in right now and the King Room, along with all of the public spaces. And what we did is we brought in what we'll call the end user client. So people booking on behalf of insurance claims or on behalf of workforce, lodging, relocation, et cetera. And we brought in dozens of them over the course of 2 years and continued to incorporate their feedback on what they thought was most important in the guest room itself to meet the demands of the traveler. And so everything that you see in the room that we're sitting in right now was influenced by that group.
I love how much research went into every decision that was put in this property. It's really incredible. Where can travel advisors go to find more information about LivSmart Studios?
Hilton.com/LivSmart Studios.
Thank you so much. And thank you for having us. This is Olivia Fleming with Insider Travel Report at LivSmart Studios by Hilton in Tullahoma.